It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And coming up next is the Commanders' veteran running back. He got his steps in last week, 121 yards on the ground. It's the Commanders and the Hawks, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 24.
We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto district of Seattle. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we got a good one in store as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. Now, they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess. They could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Commanders, they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle's first go on offense forthcoming, and under center, of course, Russell Wilson.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Wow, just 1 snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
So here's Washington now in excellent field position to start things out. They'll be led out by a former first-rounder in his 4th year now out of Utah State, Jordan Love.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Now a 2nd and 10. To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down. Here's Love. And his throw is incomplete.
Obviously, they're trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They'll give up the middle to Kelly. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might well go ahead and run it.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back in the 25. Micah Parsons, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. McPherson's kick is good, and it's 3-0 Washington. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here. To Montgomery to begin the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. You talk about this Washington defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Carter. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him. A good field position to start the drive, and under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. They'll drop that down to Carter underneath. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Seahawks.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Extra point up and good by Folk. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Taking it about the 1. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Play action this time with Love. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Love now on 2nd down. That's a screen play here for Carter. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. When you talk about the Seahawks defense, they've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
They absolutely have to avoid the penalties, have to walk that line between being aggressive and the ones that get you in trouble. The illegal contact, pass interference calls, they've got to make sure that they don't have those. And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
And he's off to a very poor start. 2 passes, 2 interceptions. They'll try and see if he can complete a few to the good guys here as he starts 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. The Seahawks at 3 and 5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak. And right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On 3rd down, Wilson. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First catch of the game by Higgins, and he's got his guys a 1st down.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Right side to Williams.
A gain of 5, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the 43-yard line.
Montgomery back to the ground. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
This defense for the Commanders, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The Commanders' defense holds, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 1-point game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's 1st down from the 42. Throwing. Love. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Love from the gun. And that'll be incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw him out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head.
And the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. on the return is Williams. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. So here are the Seahawks ready to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak, on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. That's some good hard running there as he pushes way forward for about 5. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. Down inside the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Throw right side complete to Dodson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. 1st down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Folk's kick is good. And they've got the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Commanders' offense set to take over. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Glove. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and then get on top of you in a heartbeat.
Motion man left, Peoples-Jones. On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one caught by Crowder.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
They run up the gut with Kelly. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At the Seahawks 45-yard line.
Love looking to throw it. Reynolds with a catch out on the right side. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
To throw now. Here's Love. Crowder's got it over the middle. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. On the Seahawks 31-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On play action. Love to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Carter. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 12-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
A give. This is Kelly. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Now Love. And that is incomplete here.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first line was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
On 3rd down, Love. This will be caught at about the 6. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So he remains perfect, 3 for 3 in the field goal department.
And it's so important for any offense to have an ace like him up their sleeve, isn't it? Because now you know what his range is, and as soon as your offense gets there, you're pretty much counting on 3 points going up on the board.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Middle of the field, he's got McLaurin. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. This is brought in at the 21.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now. And this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Love. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3rd down and 1.
Love now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Now Wilson.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They go play action with Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
To throw again is Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Wilson.
And that's going to be incomplete.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Wilson.
And the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Taking it about the 16.
Washington going to go on offense now late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
First down, going to the air with Love.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Love.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Williams to return.
And the Seahawks offense going to get one final possession in this first half. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Now it's Wilson. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this complete to Henry over the middle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ford's kick is good, and that will do it for this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, on Monday Night Football, we finish off Week 10 with a good one in the AFC. Broncos and Bills from Buffalo. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the 2nd half. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the 1st half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Brian Asamoah making the play defensively, meeting him behind the line for a loss. Play action this time with Love. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Will Anderson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Love. That is caught. And they work this well upfield across the 45. They'll get 34 yards there.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run with Carter. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On the option, Weber hang on to it. That one will go for 9 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
1st down, Love to pass. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a 1st down.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Love. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty. But
and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Michael Carter with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
And that touchdown ends a streak, for lack of a better word, of 3 field goals that they put on the board previously. They finally cracked the code.
Yeah, they've been down there. They've been in enemy territory, as you said. They just haven't been able to punch it in until that point. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Commanders 16, Seahawks 13.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Here's Wilson to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. Second down, here's Charbonnet. Stiff-armed him. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Not too shabby for his first carry of the game. That's exactly what most teams are looking for. A really good change of pace back.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Throwing is Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Taco Charlton able to get him for a loss of about 3. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. And how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Right side to Williams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Pass incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Wilson now off the bootleg. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
At the Commander's 9-yard line.
Again, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. First kick is good. We are all tied at 16 apiece. Well, it's another field goal, his 3rd of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but it does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings them level, right? Because if you're talking about kicking, bringing that soccer analogy in, I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on 4th down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. That's complete to his running back, Carter. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 27-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Love now. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3-and-out. Now we've got whistles here before the snap, and I believe this is going to be on Washington. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Love looking to throw it. Complete to Keller. And he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The Washington offense stringing together a couple of good pickups. It's another 1st down. Now Love will try with his legs. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
A nice job there as he rumbles for 9. And it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty. Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Draw play, Carter. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
McPherson's kick is good, and they have regained the lead. down, but for the fourth time, they're able to escape with 3 points.
And this last one gives them the lead, so that's a good thing. And they've needed every one of these field goals, but it has to feel good to them to know that confidence is there. If we do bog down, they'll give us 3 points.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Back now in Seattle, Washington. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now it's Wilson. Short pass caught by Henry. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. So here is Washington now to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start on the ground with Kelly. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. To throw now. Here's Love. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Love. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll hand it off to Kelly. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
This is Kelly, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, looking at the down and distance, that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
So it's another field goal here. He may need to ice his leg after this one. That's now 5 field goals converted in this game alone.
Yeah, get the trainer. They're going to need this guy. And they've needed every single one of the field goals he's made, too. If they're going to get out of here with a win, I say he gets a game ball.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what will be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch catch, and it'll be second down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Only a couple there, so he brought down about the 28.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Now it's Wilson. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Take it in at the 22. And now off to the races down the right side. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there.
And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Throwing. Love. And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again.
Micah Parsons
Getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Here's Cameron Johnston now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And it's taken in at the 9. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Now Wilson. Middle of the field, he's got McClellan. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3.
At the 26-yard line.
Wilson. That's caught by Montgomery. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. To throw is Wilson. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 1st down Seattle on a pickup of 13. Here's Wilson.
He'll get this underneath to Montgomery.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end.
That's interference. Defense.
So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. From the 29, here's 2nd and 3.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 2nd down, Montgomery. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Wilson's throw complete to Dodson.
And they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. We'll get that to Charbonnet. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Running for it, Montgomery. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Throwing now is Wilson. This one swung out to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here.
And he is in. So they have tied it right here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point. And then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
On for the extra point is Folk. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. This one all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So out comes Washington's offense to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. Love looking to throw it. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Love. Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
And now the 3rd down, throw incomplete as well. Here's Cameron Johnston now as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Final whistle
whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And everyone knows the OT rules, Charles, but pretty simple formula. They go down and get a field goal, we continue play, but if they can find the end zone on this possession, ball game over.
And as meticulously as all teams plan for a game, I don't doubt for a second on that offense coordinator's play sheet, he's got some overtime plays that he wants to run. I know it sounds crazy, but they plan for everything. 1st and 10 all the way throughout the game, 2nd and 7, whatever. Right now, he's looking at that play sheet saying, if we get to overtime, what can we break out that they haven't seen?
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on 2nd down. Following the penalty, Montgomery. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 64 yards rushing for him now to this point. In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he carries this one past the midfield stripe and into Commander territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run on 3rd down to Charbonnet. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. They go play action now. Wilson. They'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards on the pickup, but that's all they needed to move the sticks. They go play action with Wilson. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2. Again, this is Montgomery. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So here's Nick Folk in an important spot. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime.
Folk's kick is good.
And they have regained the lead. So they do get the short field goal here to get them the all-important overtime lead. But, Charles, you wonder if they'll wind up ruining the fact that they were able to get down into the red zone, yet not able to find the touchdown that would have won them the game.
Brandon, you're absolutely right. In overtime, when you get the ball first, the hope is your opponents never see the football. But now they're going to get a drive to try and win it, or at least keep the game alive with a field goal. And I'm getting a dictionary out to look up ruin.
First throw in overtime for Love. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. On second down, Love once more. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletion sets. Here's Love. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime.
And you just had the feeling when they took the field for this drive, they meant business. They knew a field goal would keep the game going, but a touchdown would end it here in overtime. And that nearly did it right there. What a play to put them in position to win this ball game.
First and goal, Kelly. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in? And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
So for the Commanders, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.